Hello and welcome to today's video. Today I will be creating HSL line 641, which runs from Tikkurila in Vantaa to Kerava via Hyrylä in Tuusula. And this is an important line because it actually connects two new towns to bus traffic. The train already runs through eastern parts of Tuusula and all the way to Kerava, but there is no bus traffic yet in these two towns. And Hyrylä will never be connected to the rail network. So a lot of building, a lot of buses, and probably a lot of congestion will ensue. We will start by creating the line, because a lot of the beginning of the line has already been built, but there will be a lot of building today. So line 641 it is. And then let's see how Tikkurila connects with Kerava. We will start from here and we will stop at Vehkapolku. And then we'll stop at Orvokkitie. And then at Hernetti. At Lumetti. At Minttutie. At Tikkurilan jäähalli. At Tikkurilan urheilupuisto. At Simonkallio. At Simon metsä. At Vanamotie. At Leinikkitie. At Malminiitty. At Pyökkikuja. At Leinelä station. At Leinelän tie. At Leinelä. But then we will turn. Okay, let's stop here too. And then let's stop at Ilolan koulu. And at Rumpalin tie. At Runon tie. At Taikurin tie. At Pakkasraitti. At Högberg. And then we obviously turn left. And we go to the first new stop. And from now on, every stop will be new. So the following stop will be called Jusla. And the Jusla stop the Jusla stop will be in the ramp over here. That's right. Oops. Sorry about that. The following stop will be called Maantiekylä. Landsvägsbyn. And it will be located on the ramp to the highways. But before we're going there, I will actually just build a bridge above the highway because we're gonna need it in the end. And there we go. Then we're gonna need the country road. Oops, there was a station or a stop over here. There we go. Then we need to connect it with the city road over there. Now what we're gonna need next is we're gonna need to build a country road running from, let's say, here onwards, and we're gonna need a ramp. Oops. We're gonna need a ramp to the highway. There we go. Then let's add signals to this system here. There we go. And then we're gonna need a ramp from the highway to the nope, to the city road. And that's gonna function that way. And then we're also gonna need signals to the ramp and to the city road. All very important things. There we go. I'm not sure if there will be bus traffic on this road, but let's see. After Maantiekylä, we're gonna have a stop at a stop called Berga. And it seems that it is the first stop on the Tuusula side of the municipal border, which is just about right. Berga is over here, and the stops are gonna be over here. So there we go, and let's head with what we in Finland call satalasissa, 100 kilometers an hour, which means full speed. And there we go. Oh, we also need, oops, this. I'm not sure how many buses will run on this track, but let's create the signals anyway. Oops. 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 I'm getting sloppy. And there we go, we are at Berga. After Berga, we will stop at Fira. After all, this is no longer a motorway, it's an ordinary highway after that point. But yeah, Fira is the stop name, and we will connect with Berga there. we go. After Fira, we will stop at Riihikallio. And actually, yeah, Tuusula is a Finnish-speaking town. So after this, no Swedish speaking, no bilingual stops. Riihikallio is Riihikallio. No, sorry, Tuusula. What did I say? Tuusula is not a bilingual town. Yeah, that was what I was supposed to say. And I don't think Kerava is either. You need to have either a certain percentage or at least several thousands of Swedish-speaking people living in the place in order for it to have a Swedish-speaking name. But Tuusula is of course called Toosby in Swedish, and its center Hyrylä is called Skavaböle in Swedish. So they have Swedish-speaking names, but I don't think they are visible in any way here. And then after Riihikallio, we will stop at Amer. That's another stop named after a company. And Amer is located in here. Actually, we could slow down back to City Road in here because we're already getting closer to the center. So yeah, let's slow down, but let's still drive with 100 kilometers an hour speed in here because I don't want to rebuild all of this once I've done it. So this is where the country road turns into the city road. The following stop after Amer is called Sula. And that's before the crossing to Sulantie, which is over there. So let's move back to City Road. There we go. Oops. After Sula, we're gonna stop at Hiekkamäki. There we go. After Hiekkamäki, the following stop is called Koulukeskus. This is the school center of Hyrylä. Oops. After the Koulukeskus stop, we will stop at Mikkola. There we go. After Mikkola, we will stop at Kievari. Let's just ignore that roundabout, shall we? Oops, not there. We might be needing that crossing later because there is pretty comprehensive public transport also in Tuusula. After that, we will stop at a stop called Varuskunta. And after Varuskunta, we will then stop at a stop called Hyrylä. Skavaböle. So it does. Wait a second. I will need to check a couple of things here. Oh, so there is a road which hasn't on the map which hasn't been built yet. Well. Makes things rather interesting. But this is Hyrylä, Skavaböle. Oops. And after Hyrylä, we will be stopping at Pitkäniityntie. Långängsvägen. So now the stops have Swedish-speaking names. Strange, but okay. Wait, sorry. Not there. There we go. The following stop is called Lepomäki. After Lepomäki, we're gonna stop at Mahlamäki. Oops. After Mahlamäki, we're gonna stop at Saviriihi. And after Saviriihi, we're gonna stop at Gustavelund. Okay, there is also a stop called Saviriihen Portti in there, but we will not care about that. It's a one-way stop, and Gustavelund is also a one-way stop, so we will cover it with Gustavelund. And we're getting closer because our goal is in here. The following stop is called Pappilan Kuja. And after Pappilan Kuja, we're gonna stop at Tuusulanjärven koulu. Well, first let's put a stop called Kirkonkylä in here because it is a two-way stop, but the other way of the stop is behind the crossing. But let's just place it over there. So then the Tuusulanjärven koulu stop will be located in here. And after Tuusulanjärven koulu, we're gonna stop at Suotie. And after Suotie, we're gonna stop at Saksantie. After Saksantie, we're gonna stop at Hirsitienmäki. And after Hirsitienmäki, we're gonna stop at Suopurontie. after suopuranti, I'm gonna pour myself a bit more wine. Because creating these lines requires quite a lot of it. Yeah, so suopuranti. After suopuranti, we're gonna stop at Kilta. And now I think we're officially on the side of Kerava. Yeah, the border is over there. Kerava is a really, really small town in terms of area. It was removed from Tuusula in the 50s because it grew too big to be supported by a rural municipality, because back in the days the laws were a bit different, but I will not go into that any deeper right now. We've actually come a fairly long way. Whoa. Whoa. So after Kilta, we will stop at Uimala. There is also a stop for the healthcare center, but okay, let's build it. It's a one-way stop, but let's build it anyway. And the following stop will then be Uimala. There we go. After Uimala, we're gonna stop at a stop called Sirkushevoset. It's the circus horses. Okay, so it's probably a work of art or something. There is also a one-way stop called Untola in here, so let's just create it too. I'm pretty lenient today, actually, with the one-way stops. I'm usually more strict. Perhaps the Christmas spirit has taken over, or something like that. After Cirkushevoset, we will stop at Keravan Tori. I wonder if that stop has a Swedish-speaking name. No, it doesn't. And guess what, guys? We're almost there. We are almost there. And this line is gonna be packed. This line is going to be packed. I mean, I will have to pay compensations and refunds for a lot of people before we get more lines to Hyrylä and Kerava, because this line will be so fucking packed. So after Keravan Tori, we will stop at Keravan Aukio. Which will be in here. Let's pull it back a bit. And the final stop will be the station of Kerava, which is in here. And it's not the Kerava bus station, it's just Kerava, or Kärevo, as we say in Swedish. That's quite an interesting name for a place. Kärevo sounds a bit like Pervo, but I didn't say that. But yeah. We are at the terminus, which is a great thing. And then we'll just build the Okay, thank you. There we go, and there we go, and there we go. I think we'll need to move that signal a bit, but we are ready with the building. We are absolutely ready with the building, and this entire stretch of track will now be built. Then let's go to lines. So we were at Högberg, and then we're gonna have to come through all this way to get the shit to Kerava. And that's gonna be a long operation. And there we go. Let's go back home and then let's create this line of 46 kilometers, which takes quite some time to run. And like I said, this line will be packed. I mean, this line will be really, really, really packed. And we are there. We are there. And then let's see if I can now check the timetable of this line. It would be very nice if the thing would work. And yes, it does work. So, it is about 30 minutes. And with 30 minutes, we shall go. Let's go buy some trains. 2 hours and 40 minutes. That's quite a lot. We're now down to 107. Well, we're now down to 44. Now we're down to 33, and we will finally be down to 26. So, roads have been built, lines have been created, buses have been bought, and everything is up and running. There will be a new video tomorrow. So until then, bye.